So students, this video is on mainly carbohydrates. We have already learned that there are 5 types of nutrients which are most important and found in our daily food. These are carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. So the first one is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are known as energy giving food. Energy is very much required to complete our daily requirements. Like energy is required in talking, in movement, in thinking, in doing works. Like you are students, you write much, you read enough. So this type of works, this type of jobs requires energy. So where does it come from? This energy comes from mainly carbohydrates. So carbohydrates, they are the source of energy, and the food items containing carbohydrates are called energy giving foods. They are present in our food in mainly two forms. These are starch and sugar. Starch found mainly in potato, bread and rice. There are certain more type of foods that contains good amount of starch, but for you I think these 3 examples are enough. Potato, bread and rice, these are rich source of starch. Example of foods rich in sugar are glucose and grapes. Glucose is the simplest carbohydrate which is utilized by the body to release energy. So even we take food consists of starch, the body will break the starch into glucose and then we will get energy to do jobs. Now it is for this reason that glucose is given to the patients who requires energy urgently. Fruits, honey, table sugar, these are rich in glucose. There is another form of carbohydrate known as cellulose. But this form of carbohydrate cannot be digested by humans. It is present in the cell wall of plant cells. So these are the main foods that we found in our daily life, that we take in our daily life, and which are good source of carbohydrates. Now there is an activity. Look how we will test the presence of starch in a food sample. For this experiment we need a test tube, some food samples to be tested, and water and iodine solution. So first we have to take food sample that is need to be tested, and then we have to put it in the test tube. If the food is solid, then we have to crush it and add little water to make semi-solid. After that we have to mix it well, and after that we have to put few drops of iodine solutions to it. If the sample turns blue-black, it means the sample contains starch, that is our desired thing that we are going to found in the food sample. Okay, the next activity is on how we will test the presence of sugar in a food sample. For this we have to take desired food sample, then if it is solid we have to crush it and we have to add little water to it. After that we have to add few drops of Benedict solution to it. Benedict solution is actually in blue color in the normal room temperature. So after adding Benedict solution in the test tube, we have to heat the test tube for few minutes. After heating, if the food sample turns brick red, and then only it can be said that the food sample is rich in sugar. If it has medium sugar content, then it will turn yellow instead of brick red. In case if the food sample has low sugar content, it will become green in color. So this is how we can test the presence of sugar in a food sample.